Hello everybody, if you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. Today I'm excited to be doing a really fun video with you guys. We are going to be going through my epic bin of free samples I've got from Sephora and other sort of makeup online orders, and we are going to be putting together a full face of makeup, which is this look. So we're going to put this look together using free samples, and then the second element of this video after we do the makeup is I'm going to talk through would I buy it. We're going to take a look at the products we used. Some of them are products I already own, but we're going to take a look through especially the new ones to me and see how I like them and would I buy them. And what I want to know from you guys is, have you ever been influenced to buy a product because you got like a free little tiny sample? Not like a deluxe sample where it's like a mini version of the product. I mean like a foil packet on the card, like this. So that's kind of the thesis we're going for. And the reason I wanted to do this video, I was first inspired by a sample I got that influenced me to buy it in not one color, but in two colors. And that is going to be what is on my lips today. So I was sort of thinking about it, and I was influenced to buy a product, and I get sent a lot of stuff, but I was influenced to buy a product based on the free samples because I loved it so much and I loved how it looked on me. And it's the kind of product that if I didn't get to try it for free, I don't think I would have purchased it, because it's not a brand I buy a lot from. It's not, I mean, in the pandemic, like I can't swatch it in store. They've got rid of all the store swatching. So, and I thought it was kind of fun because especially in the times we're living in, there aren't testers available in stores. And so I think we're gonna be relying a lot on samples to help inform our purchasing decisions. So one thing I do just want to add before we get into the meat of the video, I'm on vacation this week. I have pre-filmed this video. I'm currently in a cabin on an island in a river in Northern Ontario where there's no cell phone service, no internet, no connectivity, and I don't know how I'm going to survive. But that is what we are doing for vacation this year because we're not going to Italy because that's not safe or smart. But anyways, I am not connected at all. I might be able to toss up an Instagram post in the middle of the week if we go into town or something. I don't really know. There's no electricity, so I'm not gonna be able to charge anything. So all that is to say, this video is pre-filmed. You guys know I love hanging with you guys in the comments, and I promise that when I'm back from this trip, I'm going to be responding to all the comments just like I usually do. My little brother and his girlfriend are cat sitting for me. They're hanging out at my apartment with my beautiful cats. So anyways, let's put this look on. Let's talk about if there's any of these products I would buy, and then you guys can get on with the rest of your day. Let's get into it. Okay, so let's start with taking a look at what I've got in my skincare. So this is the current pile of free skincare samples that I have. Okay, so some of the things I've got in this pile, I have some of these really big sample cards. They've got one of them is Charlotte Tilbury's Magic Night Cream, Eye Cream, and Regular Cream. We've got this Goddess Cleansing Spa in a Jar duo. We've got some like Laneige face masks and different little cleansers. So I'm gonna put these aside. I do plan on using them, but obviously not gonna work for this video. So what I wanna do is really focus on using products I haven't used before. So I'm gonna put this last Charlotte sample card away. Okay, so quickly, in terms of packaging, a shout out to Clarins Double Serum. Their free sample really does a good job at mimicking the bottle. If you can see, there's a divider line through here that keeps basically like the oily part and the water part separate, which I think is awesome and includes good instructions on the back. But I think I'm going to use, and I've used Double Serum and I really do like it, I'm going to use two products I have not used before to kick off my skincare. So these are new products from Charlotte Tilbury. We have her Magic Serum and her Magic Cream Light. So let's start off with that Magic Serum, a nice big sample pouch. Okay, we're gonna rip it off. Charlotte does a really good job at making her free samples feel luxurious and just like shiny and big. Like it feels like it's very on brand, you know? Serum. Okay, we've got a little bit coming out. Sometimes I'll okay, there we go. Obviously with skincare, you need to use it more than once to have a good first impression. Smells nice. Just gonna make sure we get that nice and rubbed in. It's kind of pricey, so I'm glad I have a sample. Okay, and then let's see. It smells nice. It feels good. It's hard to know the impact of a serum based on one use. But now let's use Charlotte's Magic Cream Light. Now the reason I'm excited about this product is that I have her regular Magic Cream, and it is quite heavy, and especially in summer, it's a bit more than I'd like to be wearing. So I'm pretty hopeful for this to have a lighter version. Smells very similar to the original. Still does have a bit of a heavy, balmy feel. Honestly, I feel like it feels pretty much the same on my skin, just different when you apply it. But that is the Magic Cream Light, and it comes in, I guess, some kind of like pumping bottle. Okay, so that's the skincare we are going to use today. And I'm going to set those aside to make sure I actually use them up. Okay, let's use this one because it's already opened. I have opened this sample. I used it in my Glossier video, but it's Glossier's Priming Moisturizer. I got this when I made a Glossier order, and I really liked it. So I want to use it again to see if I'd be interested in buying it. So far in terms of the Charlotte skincare products, I don't think I'd buy them, to be honest, just because I have so much skincare and I have a lot of her skincare already. And I'm really focusing on using up my skincare right now. But let's put this. I'm very interested in buying this primer. But I probably won't do it until later in the year. Like maybe I'll do a Glossier order in the fall or something. But this feels so good on the skin. Okay, so now something I'm very excited actually to be doing. Actually, you know what? Yeah. You know, something I'm very excited to be doing for this video is a foundation. So I've got a couple of foundations here. So I have the Hourglass Liquid Powder Foundation. I've got the Wonder Beauty Nude Illusions. I've got a Laura Mercier, which includes a concealer, which is good to know. I think that's the only concealer I have. But the foundation I want to use today is actually the Beauty Blender foundation. Now I have the shades 2.1. Is that gonna work for me? Okay, I think 2.1 is gonna be a bit dark. One complaint I often have, and to be clear, I'm sure it is not just me, but a lot of foundation cards kind of like to stick around like the medium shades. And so it's probably gonna be too dark for me, but we're gonna try it. This is 2.1. I will say for this packaging, it doesn't really mimic the actual product, which gives you space for your beauty blender to like bounce on. But let's try it. If it's too dark, we're just gonna wipe it off and we'll try another foundation. But I feel like if I blend it enough, like it's not so crazy dark. I feel like if okay. So I've got some on the back of my hand. I just scooped it out with my finger. And of course for this, we're gonna use our beauty blender, which I've already dampened. Yeah, okay, this isn't so bad. So it's kind of interesting to have a foundation specifically designed for the beauty blender. And what I'm really curious for this one is it just the packaging that's different, or is the foundation like also specially designed to work with the beauty blender? So far, it's working pretty well. I mean, not really any better or worse than any other high-end foundation that I would use a beauty blender on. I don't use a beauty blender on all foundations. I tend to prefer them if I'm doing like a fuller coverage. Okay, I feel like you can definitely tell the difference between my face and my neck. but we're just gonna... Okay, so in terms of packaging, it's kind of annoying. I'm like digging my finger into it. So I would say that this is a single-use sample. Some of my other samples for other products I'm able to get, you know, 2, maybe even 3 uses out of. If you're using foundation that's not your color, I always recommend just doing a little on your ear. And then I know this isn't the squeeze and balance, but I'm just pulling the color down a little bit. Okay, so I will say this foundation has an absolutely beautiful finish and it feels very comfortable on my skin. This color is not the color I would pick. It's a bit too dark for me, but you know, it's not terrible. It's not a terrible match, but I would typically reach for, like on the back here, they've got kind of all their colors. And just for reference, this here is the color that I'm wearing, and I would probably wear more like this one, which is in the lighter, this one or this one in the lighter area. Okay, so we've got that kind of get set in. So let's go in with a concealer, and for concealer, I only have one to choose from, and that is the Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer. And they have sent, this isn't PR. We've got, in terms of the concealer, we've got 1N, so neutral 1, 2 warm, and 3 neutral. So I'm gonna use 1N, which I appreciate because I do have more of a neutral complexion. So that one you just kind of peel it up, and 1 is definitely the color range. So I'm going to use the pointy N, and let's do a little under eye action. We're also going to put this on the eyelid. And you guys know I love putting concealer on my eyelid just to help cover some of those kind of bluey purpley bits. It's because the skin on our eyelid is so thin that I don't like having that peeking through. And yeah, I'm gonna use up all of this concealer, which is fine. Okay, so I just bought a little bit of the Fenty cream bronzer. I'm just gonna blend it in a little bit with my beauty blender. Now for this one, guys, I don't have a bronzer deluxe sample, not deluxe samples, but I don't have a bronzer free sample, and that's not really actually a product I see all too often as a free sample. That's okay. But I just felt like this look wouldn't be complete without a bit of bronzer. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we are going to bake our bronzer. So I have the Mercier Translucent Setting Powder, and I have it in Glow and in Regular. So I'm gonna use the Glow one because I've used the regular one a lot. I have several of them and I've never tried the Glow one. Ooh. Okay, this is pretty good. This one has like little, like it's a peel and it's you can re-stick it. You know what, that has like a lot of reflect in it though, so I don't think that's actually gonna work for what we want. But let's try that near the end. Okay, we're just gonna go with the good old-fashioned. So what I'm gonna do is just shake a bunch of it onto the top of my hand. This would actually be really great for travel. And I'm gonna take my sponge and just kind of, I think it will be a little bit annoying to get, yeah, this is gonna, it looks like a lot when you're doing it, but okay, so let's give that a minute to bake, and we're gonna do our brows using Benefit Gimme Brow. Now whenever Sephora has this as a free sample, I always like to grab it because one, it's basically always in my color, or it's close. This is 2, warm golden brown. I typically prefer 3, but you know, this color is gonna be warm golden brown, will be fine on me. So this one's kind of neat. So it looks like this. Once you take it out, you twist it. It really is basically single use. And you've got the exact same little brush head that you'd have in the full size. And I think that's really important for this product because like the brush head is such an important part of the product. It is a little awkward to use compared to the regular one, but for me it's just more in holding the applicator. But the brush, which is the important part, is still there. Okay, well, I normally don't wear 2, but this is like pretty good on me. You do get a lot of product coming off, so I'm definitely wiping some of that off. Not bad for like a free little applicator. Pretty good actually. Still some uses left, it's just awkward to work with. Okay, now in terms of eyeshadow, you know what, I don't have any eyeshadow, but I have something we're gonna use as an eyeshadow. We're gonna use the RMS Beauty Living Luminizer in the shade Living Luminizer. Oh, I see. They've got other shades like Magic, Champagne Rosé, Master Mixer. So this one is just a little package there. And it comes out as almost a yellow tinged pearl. It's nearly clear, and I'm just gonna tap this just kind of all over my eyelid just to get a little bit of like a wet glossy look. Feels really light on the skin. We're also gonna be using this as our highlight. So let's just let that, okay. So let's wipe off this bake. Guys, I rarely bake anymore. I mean, I bake cookies, but I don't bake makeup. What a beautiful finish. So our blush today is Nars Orgasm. Now when I saw this one as a free sample, I just had to have it because it is so rarely that you get a blush. And I actually started thinking about doing this video like 2 months ago. And so as I've been doing my Sephora orders, I've been strategically picking samples so that way I'd have enough products to sort of do a look for you guys. So this is a really pretty peachy pink. It's just a powder card. Sort of goldy pink. Probably got another use there on it. Don't forget, the sunburn look, sun-kissed look is in. A little on the nose. It's pretty. Okay, so let's go in with our highlight. Again, we're using a little bit more of that RMS Living Luminizer. And guys, I was so close to buying this today. I'm probably gonna buy it. Maybe not today, but just gonna tap that in like a nice diffused C. Oh, this just like melts into the skin and it just looks so effortless. Little in there. That looks so pretty and effortless. Okay. Now, I did say we wanted to try just a little bit of the Glow Setting Powder, and it does have some gold reflect in there. But let's just try just using it sort of like where I might use, say, the Hourglass Ambient Powder. I think the trick is to use this one more like an Hourglass Ambient Powder, in that, you know, you wouldn't set your contour with that. Oh. Okay, so next up we have our mascara, and I was really pumped to be able to get this one. I think it was from Sephora. It's Charlotte Tilbury's Full Fat Lashes, as not a deluxe sample, but literally as a free sample. This thing is tiny. Oh my gosh, like look at that. The brush is like, okay, 1 second. The brush is like the whole thing. Okay. And then I have a little sample of MAC's Fix and Prime. So what I'm going to do is I've recently really taken to spraying this on the brush rather than spraying my whole face. And then sort of just tapping and rolling it along my face. I just find it is so much nicer than like attacking my face with it. I thought that was a really innovative sample because it was basically no different than a little perfume sample, just filled with stuff for your face. Okay, so for the lips, this is the sample that started it all, this massive Huda Beauty sample. So I'm gonna not use either of the two colors I've already purchased. Let's do Feminist, this really pretty, okay, I thought it'd be more peach, it's more of like a rose. Okay, I think that will be nice. I'm just gonna use my finger. Ooh, that's pretty. I thought this would be much peachier. So this is really fun because it's a sample of every single color in their collection. I've tried a couple of them, and I have purchased Game Changer over here and Lady Boss over here. Then I also have my eye on Boy Collector, which is a red. But man, I have this color on my list now too. This is so pretty. I'm obsessed. Like, I might buy it. Okay, so I have a little Verb Ghost Oil. I got this sample at Sephora just by walking into the store. And it's a hair oil. So I'm just gonna put some on my fingers and we're just gonna rub it into my ponytail. Ooh, that feels like very silicone-y. Okay, I'm just gonna... Smells nice. It's hard to describe the smell. It smells like very salon-y, you know? I don't think this is gonna do anything magical with my hair, but it feels nice. Very, very silicone-y. Like a whole bunch to choose from. But I've been really curious about Nomad by Chloe. I think Chloe makes beautiful fragrances. I haven't really tried this one before. Let's let it just kind of melt into my skin. So I wanted to go over just what I have in the hair bin. So I love getting free samples of hair products, but I always do my best to get 2 of each one because I do have so much hair. So let's see what I got here. Okay, so this one, we're gonna talk about this Beragio one after. But I've got some Kerastase, I've got this one for Bottle Blondes, 2 of those actually from Moroccan Oil. Sorry about that, guys, my card ran out of space. So anyways, I love collecting the hair samples because if I'm doing a weekend, maybe visiting my parents or maybe visiting friends, we're not in a global pandemic, it's really nice to just not have to bring a whole bunch of bottles. And so having this just on hand, I find really, really helpful. In terms of the perfumes, you know what, guys, I have so many perfumes that I barely wear that I actually am really steering away from getting free perfume samples unless it's a fragrance that like really excites me. But unfortunately sometimes Sephora only has those. But yeah, I've been doing my best not to pick those. With skincare, I try my best to do 2 things. I try to get products I already know and love because that just again makes it so easy for those little weekends away or time with my parents. And B, I also try to get products that are very expensive like Tatcha, or C, I try to get products that I'm actually interested in buying. And a great example of that for me is this Goddess Cleansing Ritual by Charlotte Tilbury. Because I've never tried it before and I've seen it, I've always been curious. So when I saw that as a free sample on Charlotte's website, I was like, well, why not? Okay, so let's jump really quick into the will I buy it segment of this. So in terms of the Charlotte Magic Serum and the Magic Cream Light, I probably won't buy it, and that's only because I have so much skincare that I'm trying to get through. The serum is nice, but to me, I have serums that are really targeted to my skin needs, and so this one just doesn't really fit the bill, but I will use it up. And then, of course, we have Charlotte's Magic Cream Light. This one definitely interests me, but I would not pick it up until A, I finished up the moisturizers I'm working on, I think, and B, I'd like to just use this one up a bit more to see how it sort of reacts on my skin, but so far it wears beautifully under makeup. It feels great on the skin, but it doesn't feel that different from Magic Cream, which I already know and love and have like 4 jars of right now. Okay, in terms of the concealer by Laura Mercier, yes, 1,000 times yes. This wears, like, this looks so beautiful in person. I hope it's coming across on camera, but like, it looks amazing. And Laura Mercier, like, that girl, she knows her complexion, so I'm already like trusting of that, but like, wow, is this nice. Like, I'm gonna keep that one on the list. I'm gonna add that to my loves list at Sephora. Another one, I mean, I'm not surprised in this video that I love it because I've used it a couple of times already, but this Rms Living Luminizer is so pretty. Just such a beautiful, like, lit from within glow. So perfect for this summer, for that sort of like no makeup, like easy creamy look. It is $50 though. Man, do I want it. MAC Fix Plus, I already have several of these. I was just really pumped to get a little tiny sample of it. Again, I already have the translucent setting powder, but I will use up this travel size at some point because it's great. In terms of the glow powder, I think I'd have to work with it a little bit more. My inclination is no, only because if I'm using a setting powder, I don't really want to change what's underneath. And so that's what I really like about the original. So I don't really think the glow suits my needs, but I'm glad to have had the chance to try it. Even though I do typically love glowy, like dewy type products. GimMe Brow in shade 2, I'm like super impressed by. For those of you guys who don't know, my hair gets very blonde in the summer, and so I'm actually really liking this color with my current like sun-kissed hair coloring. So that was a really neat find. In terms of the Nars Orgasm blush, I have it. I don't use it as much as I should, but it is a very pretty color. So I'm not gonna like get rid of the full-size one I have. Again, I'm gonna keep on using up Charlotte Tilbury's Full Fat Lashes. I like this a lot better than the full-size one that I got in a mystery box like 2 years ago. I don't know if they've updated the formula. Maybe the one I got in the mystery box was like an older one. But this is actually wearing, I shouldn't say it's wearing, but sorry, this Living Luminizer is creasing on me, but I mean, it's not an eyeshadow, right? So I'm not surprised. But like as a highlighter, it's stunning. I just put on my eyelids because I didn't really have anything else to work with. But yeah, this mascara, I like it better than I did when I first tried it, but I don't think I'd be rushing to pick it up just because I have so many mascaras I'm working on. But I wanted to actually get to the inspiration behind this video. So this is a sample of Beragio's Scalp Reveal Charcoal and Coconut Oil Micro Exfoliating Shampoo. And I got a sample, this is my second sample of it, because like I told you guys earlier with hair samples, I always try to get 2 because like, yeah, because of that. And so the first one I used, I really only needed 1 because this product is really meant for your scalp. And so what I did is I used it on my kind of scalp up to about where the ponytail would start, and then I used my regular shampoo on the ponytail. And I loved it so much because it definitely, like, just, when I say strip, I mean it in the best possible way, but it just strips all the buildup and gunk and like hair products and sweat and anything else that's like in your hair. It just makes it all go away. And it's a little tingly on your scalp, but it leaves your scalp feeling nourished and like clean. I used it on my husband and he really liked it. And like, it just left my hair feeling just so soft and light. So I loved it so much that I actually bought it. It's like 50 bucks. I have no regrets. This is the kind of product you're going to use maybe once a month, every other week or so. Not too often, but just when your hair is feeling weighed down. And like, my scalp feels so good and pampered. Like, I'm obsessed. And then this sample card from Huda Beauty, really the inspiration behind this entire video. But I have 2, and I have my eye now on Feminist, which is what I'm wearing, and Boy Collector. These are so nice. It is a demi matte, and I purchased Lady Boss and Game Changer, guys. When I wore Lady Boss, just from the sample card in a video, the number of comments I got from you guys complimenting my lip color was insane. So I bought it because it looked awesome. And then I love an orangey sort of tone, peachy red, and that is what Game Changer is. What I like about this is it has a demi matte finish, and I'm really over matte lipsticks, but I wanted to get the sample card to try it. And because it's a demi matte, it feels super comfortable on the lips. It looks so pretty, and like, I'm obsessed. That's why I bought 2 of them with my own money. Like, I'm not anywhere near Huda's PR list. So yeah, so I picked those up, and that was kind of the inspiration behind this video. So what I'd love to know from you guys in the comments, 1, what is your strategy when picking your free samples from Sephora? And 2, have you ever purchased a product because of those free samples? I mean, they're not giving you those samples out of the goodness of their hearts, right? They're giving you those samples, making you, hopefully that you're going to try it and fall in love and buy it. So anyways, it worked on me on those 2 products. 3 if you count that I bought 2 lipsticks. I might even buy another one. Like, yeah, this feminist color is really nice. It's going on the shopping list. Yeah, anyways, I would love to hear from you guys. Like, have you ever been influenced to buy a product because you had a free sample of it? And I look forward to hearing from you guys in the comments below. Just a quick reminder, I am on vacation this week, and I will not have the ability to be connected unless we go into town. My little brother and his girlfriend are cat sitting the apartment for me, so I promised to reply to your comments when I'm home from vacation, but I really look forward to coming home and to reading them from you guys. Thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye. Mwah.